I've been to see the Prime Minister to resign as Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. I understand the enormous sacrifices that everybody in this country has made.
That's bollocks.
No,
Go on.
Hello and welcome to Culture Vultures. We're back with a full-length episode. It's been a little while. I am joined, as always, by my compadre, my hetero life mate, Kev Arenosh. Or Rocky.
How you doing? Where's it going?
Nobody's gonna run the youth!
How's it hanging, Kev?
Perfect, my chap. Perfect, my son.
Lovely. I myself am Dino. And I'm a little bit sore, mate, a little bit sore, because I've had some more ink work done.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
Oh, you'd like my lip, wouldn't you? Right round your bell end, if Mr. Chippy doesn't get there first. What's he going to knock up? A closet for you to hide in, you bumder?
No, I've had a bit of ink work done, love. And
Ink work. He's inked up.
Inked up, mate, by the boy Rufio Tattoo.
Rufio.
Yeah, like Hook. Rufio Tattoo at Kingship Tattoos in Marmion Road. He is a talented chap, and I fucking love his work.
Well,
basically,
look at your arm. He does the bizzo, doesn't he?
The whole of my right arm is his.
Hand pump after hand pump after hand pump after hand pump.
Anyway, big shout out to Alex. Love it.
Now, what shall we talk about?
This week, I have been mostly eating cabbage. No, I'll show for about.
Sandy!
We're going to be reviewing the 1978 musical Grease.
Grease line in the
Lovely bit of Grease. We actually sat and watched it together last week, didn't we, darling?
We did. We made a thing of it, didn't we, sweetheart? Yeah.
It almost had like a sleepover.
We almost did, yeah. That's it, yeah.
In the old Vulture Cave.
That's it.
Watching the old Greased Up.
Watching Travolta giving it some.
God damn, what a rush!
I have seen Grease before, obviously. I've seen it a few times. The women love it. Because obviously it's dancing. But Travolta, he's got the biggest fucking head I've ever seen.
And with that wig on top of it,
Yeah.
he must have to duck down when he walks through doors.
Yeah, well,
Squatting.
Well, if he ever pisses someone off, he's going to have to duck down, because that is a sniper's dream.
Yeah, it'd be shit, wouldn't he, if he was sort of on the other side, trying to duck down behind a wall.
It looks like an orange on a toothpick.
I'm not kidding, that boy's head's like Sputnik. Spherical, but quite pointy in parts. Well, that was offside, wasn't it? He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
Anyway, yeah, so you've got John Travolta playing Danny and Olivia Newton-John as Sandy.
Sandy!
What's her last name? I mean, he's got a killer of a name, isn't he? Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
Sounds like a drug.
Maybe that was the inspiration. Maybe they went into like a pharmacy one day and needed some sort of like hemorrhoid cream, and Geezer was like, I've got some Zuko, some D-Zuko.
Hey, Danny Zuko.
Danny
Hey,
Zuko.
Well, he walks like he's got fucking piles. Don't know about anything. That fucking strut.
Oh, he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah,
even
weird.
for like 3 steps, because we were watching, weren't we? And even you were like, for fuck's sake, why don't you just stop strutting? Any opportunity he's got to get one of those legs in front of the other one, the shoulders drop.
Well, he does it so much. At first, I thought he had cerebral palsy. Fucking mental.
I mean,
absolutely mental.
That's some method acting. I wonder if he actually kind of carried that on afterwards.
Into what?
Saturday
night.
The closet, and then he came out.
Yeah, but quite the strut on the man, as I say. Could well be suffering from the old Farmer Giles.
Oh man, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
And what do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Best bit of the film for me was the opening credits, because I do like the animation over that.
Oh, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, the title sequence.
It's very good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's quite old school, isn't it?
Yeah.
None of the old CGI stuff anymore. That hand drawn classic.
Yeah.
The classic like Walt Disney sort of stuff, wasn't it? So.
Well, actually, at the intro to the film, we both kind of said that we'd never seen that before because it's Travolta and Olivia Newton-John sort of on their summer vacation, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd seen it before, but generally, when you watch it on the old tube on the television, it usually starts at the credit sequence.
Ah.
So I don't think it was until I had it on VHS as a kid. That was the first time I'd actually seen it.
On VHS?
I had it on Viz.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, I had it on the old Viz. And that's when, the first time I noticed that they had the little sequence at the beginning when they meet each other on the beach. They fall in love. And then they both fuck off.
Oh my God, baby, the bloody London bot just missed you. Holy bloody mother of God, Jesus fucking my God, baby, come back. The London bot nearly hit ya. Oh my God, baby, you alright?
What's the high school called?
It begins with R, doesn't it? Rydell.
Rydell High, yeah.
Rydell High.
And they're all supposed to be, 17, just turning 18.
Are they bollocks?
But they all look about fucking 40.
You're going to say I was nearly 50 then? Might be nearly 50 then, but at least I can make... What? Little I've pierced my foot on the spine.
40.
Yeah.
And the Sonny bloke, he looks about 50.
He doesn't.
Yeah. He looks like a right predator.
Looks like he's just shaved his tash off and just walked onto set.
I mean, to me, he looks like a fucking undercover cop, like 21 Jump Street. I mean,
he looks like a tashless. Who's the old fat porn star? The old Ron
Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Oh yeah, he's Ron Jeremy's in a lot of trouble.
So a bit dodge.
He's dodgy, mate.
He's gone down.
He's gone down.
Down the old Kermit.
But the first thing you learn, obviously, Travolta's gang, the T-Birds.
That's it.
A bit like the Jets in West Side Story.
Draped in black leather jackets with the collars up.
Collars up, great. But they're all wankers. They're absolute wankers. Think they're the fucking bee's knees, waddling around, giving it the big one. They're just a bunch of fucking bullies.
I took the liberty of ordering you another scotch. Bully!
Just like slapping people like randomly.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And just pushing them over.
Poor little Eugene.
Eugene. Yeah, poor old Eugene's getting fucking clattered left, right, and centre in that film. Even at the end, but we'll get there eventually.
Yes, yeah, tossers, absolute tossers. And then the Pink Ladies, obviously, which Olivia Newton-John, they accept her under their wing.
Sandy!
Ultimate teacher's nightmare.
Yeah, but they all are, though, aren't they? I mean, even doing a bit of teaching, it's like when they go into school, when they all come together and they go into school and they're in their first class. I mean, sitting there just thinking, oh, fucking hell, what a nightmare. Yeah. I mean, they're just like, they're pissed around with their nails, or they're pissed around with their hair, or they're pissing on each other, or they're throwing each other out the door. Yeah. He's sitting there thinking, oh, my fucking God. I mean, it's just bad enough these days trying to engage students when they've got phones in their hands on, certain online platforms all the time.
Yeah.
And these lot are like throwing like toilet paper all over the place and frogs down birds' blouses and things.
Yeah, bullying the girl that's, the clever swat.
So they've been pent up for a summer, haven't they? They're going to go in and go, I'm going to fuck people up now.
I'm going to fuck this place up. Whereas now they just go in and gun everyone down, probably in America, with their...
loose gun laws.
Loose gun laws. And pure arseholishness.
That's it, yeah.
But, no, I just think it's the 1950s. They can't have had like that much corporate punishment in schools, because over here, you would have got caned to the fucking moon and back, wouldn't you? If you
I mean, like when I was at school, you developed your Jedi reflexes by dodging the chalk and the board rubbers from the teachers who would be hurling it across the classroom if you piped up and said something.
All the spunk.
I don't want to see any Jackie Chan bollocks. I want to see some windmilling in. And if you've got a set of keys on you, stick them in your hand and make them count.
But yeah, the Pink Ladies, they're wankers too. Can't stand them. Bunch of idiots.
They're both just as bad as each other, aren't they? They're just they're all fucking obnoxious. And it's just like watching the film was interesting this time, because it was like looking at it through a different lens. Because growing up watching it as a kid, you're like, oh, these are quite cool. It's, it's a lot of singing and dancing, and his geezer's giving it some, and and the women are giving it some as well. And then watching it the other day, was just like, fuck off.
But I just think, yeah, when you do watch it younger and you think, oh, well, this is what you want to aspire to be. And that's why the people with a little bit of confidence when we were at school were all cunts. Because there's people like, bastards. Anyway, it cuts to them into having a chat on the bleachers. And one of them's lying under a bench looking up girls' skirts. All right?
And they just laugh it off.
They just laugh, oh, he's a scamp. No, he's not a scamp. He's a
pervert.
fucking pervert, mate.
And slowly just drift my hands up and inside. But I'm not touching your pussy.
Pervert boy!
And that brings us into the first song, Summer Lovin', which is clearly a song about molestation, a sex pest, borderline rapist, and just lies.
Sandy! Yeah, because, I mean, was it this thing like, you know, there's how much he's given it to her and...
Well, yeah, like copping off with it, and then he goes...
she was good, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hang on a minute, mate, you didn't. You didn't slip her one.
Well, he didn't.
He was all cute, wasn't he?
He was all boasting.
Yeah.
But then one of them says, did she put up a fight? It's like, what? Did she fucking try and resist while you bloody forced yourself on it? Fucking disgrace. It grinds my gears.
But said he's kind of said in a manner that, you know, that excites him, isn't it? You know, he's hoping that he said, yeah, she did put up a fight. Yeah. That's what makes it so cool.
Do you know what? It would have been less offensive if he went, tell me more, tell me more. Did you smash her back door? Well, hey! Yeah. But anyway, that's him flexing his muscle around old Travolta's. But then he seems to get more Italian throughout the whole film.
Hey, Copernicus, why don't you navigate yourself to the back of the line with your feet and stand there with your shirt?
Well, yeah, especially when he gets to the bit where he meets Sandy again. It's just a lot of, Sandy! What's wrong with you, Danny? What's wrong with me, baby? What's wrong with you? Yeah, because that was another thing, isn't it? He's all kind of normal.
Yeah.
With his cronies. When he sees her, and he hasn't seen her since the summer, and he's generally happy and ecstatic, isn't he? He's like, wow, like, Sandy! And then he suddenly realises, hang on a minute, I'm not being what he perceives or his cronies perceive as being cool. So then he just turns into mode, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me, baby? What's wrong with you? You know how it is. Rocking, rolling.
Well, I do not know. I mean, maybe there's two of us, right? Why don't you take out a missing persons ad or try the yellow pages? I don't know.
And he does all that, doesn't he? Then she gets the wrong idea. And she's like, oh, I don't know who you are anymore, and leaves. And he's like, just sort of moping.
She's in a huff, isn't she?
She's in a huff.
You know how all women get when you're out like a brick in front of them. They get all huffy.
Huffy and a puffy.
Huffy. And then it goes to the girls doing the sleepover because, what's her name? Sandy goes there.
Oh, Rizzo takes the piss out of her, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So we're mocking another character.
Yeah.
Once again, a lot of mocking going on, bullying, yeah.
Bullying, mocking. And
she said, they do the song and dance. She comes out and she says, oh, Rizzo, are you mocking me? And she doesn't sort of say yeah or no or I apologise. It's just, oh, some people are so sensitive. Yeah. Well, of course you're fucking sensitive. Yeah. You know, she's only gone in there to...
She barely knows them.
She barely knows them. And they're doing a song and a dance, taking a piss out of her with wigs and stuff.
Yeah.
And she can't even bring it to herself to sort of go, oh, or lie about it or even say, I'm sorry about that.
Although, speaking of bullying, I have to say, one of the girls that they got in the one with the pigtails, she looks like fucking Clive Howard. Ron Howard's brother. Ron. Thought it was him in drag.
Clive Howard. That's brilliant. I'm never going to watch that in the same way again.
And clearly, the bottle of wine there put around is clearly empty. Good bit of acting.
Oh, yes, that's what I love when you watch like film or TV.
Oh, I'm going crazy.
Oh, I'm a drunk. But yeah, when you can see that there's no weight in it, it's just like a dead giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Julian! I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
Well, it's before that. All the blokes there, and something's mentioned about, like, you're going to go gangbanging, and fucking Travolta's like, yeah, and don't do sloppy seconds.
Don't do sloppy seconds, yeah.
Mental. And then in the back of the car, like you say, when he's giving her what for? what he's trying to, and he finds out he ain't got a prophylactic.
Yeah. It snaps, doesn't it? It broke.
It broke.
How can it break? It broke. And then she's like, I'll screw it anyway.
Yeah, go
Oh,
on.
boom.
Pop yourself in there.
Jackpot.
I mean, it's panic stations after that, isn't it?
Well, because she thinks she's pregnant.
Yeah.
They could have done it. She had fucking situation.
Although he handles it quite well, though.
Yeah.
He's just easy because he's like, well, I want to know. I'll be there. And she's the one who's kind of kicks him away, doesn't she?
But the guy they've got to play him, he looks like a fucking date rapist. Mental.
Good, Nicky. So desperate to be Zuko as well, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, the whole film is a bit of a farce because the female lead, obviously Olivia Newton-John, Sandy, she's supposed to be all sweet and innocent and all that, but she's Australian. I mean, when the fuck do you find a sweet, innocent?
This is what you get when you leave the National Party in charge of water in Australia. Dead fish, a massive stink. Oh, sorry, I've got to stop.
You don't really get much of a backstory, do you? As to
why she's there.
Why or how she ends up in Rydell, other than she's there. And then, so once we've had those bits and pieces happening,
well, he sorts his car out, doesn't he? And they do grease lightning.
The old Thunder Road, don't they?
But the funniest thing is the blokes in the background that you said they haven't got a fucking clue what's going on. They look like it. It's almost like they just dropped up in a garage.
Oh, when they break into song and do grease lightning in the workshop. Yeah, if you look in the background, there's 3 other students, isn't there? Just like, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on?
Trying to do a motor here.
This is my fucking B-Tech or equivalent to B-Tech. This is my final project, and I've got to deal with these monkeys jumping up and down on this motor. They've claimed it. It's mine. I've built it, and they're giving it all the big ones. They're going to race it down Thunder Road, and they're giving it all the thinking they're fucking Elvis or something.
And they call it a pussy wagon. But then he tries to change who he is, Travolta, to try and fit in with Sandy. So he starts walking around dressed as a jock, and he rocks up in the gym smoking a fag and with sunglasses on. Hey, that's fucking Italian, baby.
Kentucky Fried Idiot.
That's probably my favourite bit of the film, when he wants to start doing sports. What's he start off with? Baseball, isn't it? That's my favourite bit of the film, isn't it? When he strikes out 3 times and that guy's just like, put it in.
Foul ball. Come on.
And he goes up to the guy with the mask, and he just pings it in his face. And then he does a bit of. He tries to do a bit of basketball. And he threatens to, instead of dribbling the ball, he threatens to deck them. Yeah. And then he does wrestling.
Yeah. You made a lot of promises to the Macho Man, didn't you?
And he gets bulldozed over. Yeah. And then he starts doing a bit of track and field, doesn't he? But it's the running, because he's running, but he's just strutting in a faster motion, isn't he?
Yeah.
Woo, woo, oh. Doesn't make us sweat, just like a comfortable 2 mile an hour speed.
No.
Whoa.
But also, look, for a start, I mean, like you said, he starts trying to, when they're doing the basket, he starts to try and punch him and what have you. But he's like the hero of the piece. It just resorts to violence all the time.
Every single time, isn't it?
Time. And also, Sandy is going out with one of the jocks. Quarterback punk.
Quarterback punk, I see. Yeah.
Johnny Unitas or something. But
who cares?
Yeah, she's just stringing him along to make him jealous. He's an arsehole too.
Yeah, because there's that bit in the diner, isn't it? She's up on the seats there, and she goes to put some music down, and the whole point is to kind of flaunt it in his face.
Yeah. But then obviously he ends up back with her, and they go to this. There's a school dance that's going to be televised, isn't there? As sort of televised, and there's a radio DJ comes on to sort of present it.
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name. He's a bit of a dodgy bastard, isn't he?
Well, it's right. It fucking starts chatting up that schoolgirl straight away, giving it a bit of savile. Oh,
a bit of savile. Yeah, because he looks about 40 and she's about 16 or 17.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like that, isn't it? I mean, because he's comparing and he's trying to cop off of a schoolgirl.
And it don't happen just once either. I think it happens about 3 times.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, does it?
Doesn't matter to win though, does it? No.
It's 1978 and this is set in the 50s.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I mean, then they do the dance-off thing, and one of the moves that someone does is to double slap the girl around the face. Like, he doesn't actually do it, but it's like the movement of that, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, what's going on?
I know, flinging them about, and then isn't there one bit when Travolta's on the floor and the old cha-cha bird is coming along and she's kind of like dropping her groin on him, and very gratuitous, isn't it?
Filth. Absolute filth.
Yeah.
What a fucking disgrace.
The driving scene, which I think is quite funny, but then they all kind of, Rizzo says that she thinks she's knocked up, as she puts it, and then don't tell anyone, so the girl she's told comes straight out and tells everyone. Brilliant.
And then just goes down the line, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then Nicky finds out.
This is the worst part of the film, is when Travolta is in his car with Olivia Newton-John.
Sandy!
I think he kind of gives her a ring or something. I can't remember.
He's got a ring, isn't he? He's trying to get it off, and he accidentally elbows her into the chest as he gets it off. And then he offers the ring to her. Would she like to wear it? So she
goes steady.
Goes steady. So that's kind of sort of saying,
will you drop your knickers now?
Will you drop your knickers? Well, she takes it as though, I will be your girlfriend. You will be my boyfriend. He's like, okay, it's drop your knickers time.
Yeah.
And then with that, it gets all fucking sleazy. And then he just mounts her in the car. Then he wonders why she sort of pushes him off, throws the ring down, slams the door in his cock.
Very fucking dark.
And then
slams the door in his cock.
Yeah, he's like, oh
nuts.
And then to top it all off, he does that song where they got the old hot dogs in the background, the old the metaphor bit. But what's that? What's one of the first things he was singing? Do you remember us? Because I said, that's just taking the piss, isn't it? Because he said something like, oh...
He's so hurt, why have you hurt me?
Why have you... Yeah. But
he's just literally tried to force himself up her.
Yeah.
And then he's going, oh, well, you've upset me now.
In front of other people.
Yeah.
Not even hiding it. Nah. Oh, I'm the victim now.
I'm the victim. Oh, so now you're the victim, boy. But the end of that is in the background is the hot dog
and
advert,
the roll.
The roll. So the roll opens and then the hot dog jumps into the roll and then it closes round
just as he finishes the song.
Yeah.
I will have the gabagool.
What?
The gabagool.
I don't really know what that is.
You know, gabagool.
I don't have to have
what
that.
he's trying to say is gabagool.
Guys, all right.
I don't really think that we have that.
That's okay.
Bring him the gabagool.
I will have the spaghetti with a side salad.
Okay.
If the salad is on top, I send it back.
Then, for some reason, Travolta does the drag race instead of Kaniki. I can't remember what that is.
What is that for? Is he injures himself, doesn't he? Or does he just lose his bottle?
I can't remember.
I think he injures himself, doesn't he, somehow?
I don't know. Some sort of loose connection around there. But anyway, the geezer with all the pits in his face is racing him, and he's got some sort of weird James Bond wheels on it, which carves up other cars.
Yeah, it's like something out of Mad Max, the Road Warrior, isn't it? And he's just like ripping through Travolta's car like it's tinfoil.
Tinfoil, yeah. What up? Anyway, Travolta wins. Spoiler alert. And
of course he does.
Then, obviously, Sandy's watching it. And she says to, is it Frenchie, I need your help? Which basically means, can you make me as slutty as you lot so that he'll go back out with me?
5 minutes later, me and Ratty are spit roasting her in the disabled box. I'm banging away from behind. Suddenly, she takes Ratty's cock out her gob, turns around at me and goes, do you want fries with that? What a start.
And then she turns up with the tightest jeans in the fucking world. And
but because that's the thing, right? Because she turns up and she does look wonderful, doesn't she? She looks awesome, but it's just it's just that idea that
she's had to change.
She's had to change radically in everything about her to the point where she's even smoking a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so that he will finally accept her. They will finally be together. And you think, well, why would you want to be with that cunt?
Yeah.
It's just after everything he's done.
Yeah.
And he was trying to, again, mounting her.
Sandy!
In a car.
Hey,
in front of other people.
I don't want to sound. Rocky wins this one.
Rocky fucking wins this one.
Yeah, but yeah. So she's all sluttered up, fit in with them. Rizzo's not pregnant. That's all right. They fucking bully Eugene again.
Yeah, because when it gets to the end and they're doing their little number, they have he gets kind of involved, doesn't he? Because there's like all the ensemble dance, and then he comes in and he finishes as they do that finishing move. So then you think, oh, okay, well maybe they've accepted this wee man, and then they do, or maybe it was just before where they were doing the throw the pies, weren't they, at the teachers to raise money?
Yeah,
and the T-Birds they can't hit for shit, can they? Eugene steps up, wallop straight away, gets it straight away, and then beautiful, and then the teacher who's the coach, who was then coaching Travolta doing the track and field like scene and stuff like that.
Yeah, that geezer.
He's like, mate, you're amazing.
Yeah.
What's your name? I want to sign you up.
Yeah.
And then just to be a bunch of cunts again.
Yeah.
The T-Birds have just got what they wanted. They wanted that teacher with pie on his face. Okay, they couldn't do it, but this geezer steps up and he does it. You'd think you'd say, fucking too right, mate.
Nice
well
one,
done.
kid.
Sort you out right now. Let's give you a leather jacket. Let's develop that strut.
We won't go that far, but yeah, here's a beer.
Here's a beer. I'll see you right for a drink.
Yeah.
But instead, without thought, they just pick up a pie and slam it in his face.
Yeah.
Cunts.
It is cunts. Unbelievable. Anyway, then it all wraps up and they fly off in some sort of weird...
they fly off in a car. Don't they?
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense.
No.
Not like the end of one of our favourite films of all time where they go somewhere where they don't need roads.
Something inconspicuous!
It's a 50s car just suddenly launches, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just doesn't really make sense.
No. But I think Christmas just gone, it was on, and obviously there was a huge amount of complaints about it with the whole woke, I want to say woke thing, but I don't know. I just think, and there was cause for it to be banned, and there was a big thing in the media of back and forth saying, oh no, this and that, there's an arguments for it. I just think what the point of it is they tend to put it on too early, I think. For today's audiences and younger people, I think it's on a little bit too early for kids to understand all what's going on. It's not a very diverse film.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway.
I think it's one of the teachers, isn't it, says you grab your partners, but it has to be boy-girl.
Yeah. So
it's not inclusive of other people and their own sexualities.
Yeah.
There's quite a few things within that film which you could see why there's been a lot of controversy
around it.
Around it, yeah. And again, like things we touched on, like the bullying and stuff like that.
I don't think you can go back and change things. I don't like the whole cancel culture thing. I hate all that. But I think if you're going to look at something with fresh eyes now, you're going to get that sort of backlash.
Life and joy and the nature of God. Oh, hallelujah!
I'd probably give it a generous 5 out of 10 for me, because as a film that's always been there, I quite like a lot of the pop culture-y stuff around it, and the images and stuff of the fact that it came out in the late 70s and that. But yeah, I'll give it a generous 5 out of 10. But I still think that American Graffiti is a much better film. I know it's not a musical, but it's a great George Lucas film that's set in the 50s, and it's got Ron Howard in it, Richard Dreyfuss, and Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Great film. And also, it's nowhere near as good as Happy Days with the template for Danny Zuko being the Fonz.
Don't you ever call me for a date. I only date chicks for class.
Well, I never.
Well, honey, maybe that's your problem.
He's probably had so many STDs, I'm surprised his cock hasn't fallen off. 8!
I think younger, I would have rated it higher. I mean, watching it now, I probably would give it about a 6. But it was just watching it. I felt like, because you say you're watching it through from a different perspective now, fresh eyes, different lens. It was almost like watching it as a kid. It was like watching like a Pixar movie or something like that. It was all no, only in the sense that I love Pixar movies, but only in the sense that it's all colourful, it's vibrant. Yeah, there's good music in it. It's happy tunes. There's constant music and stuff. There's a lot of singing and dancing. And as a kid, you don't think about all these kind of elements in the film, all these kind of connotations and stuff, and all these things like threaded within the film in terms of like say the harassment and bullying and racism and homophobia and stuff like that. So then when you watching it now, it becomes a completely different entity. So in terms of filmmaking, I'd probably give it a 6.
Anyway,
that's Grease.
That's Grease. That's Grease. Travolta's big head. I think we've just put that to bed. Now, I'm just going to show, because we're together, I'm just going to show you on my phone, all right? Yeah. So, here's the first one for you.
Oh, my God. It says, so there's a woman at the top, climaxing. OMG, where did you learn to use your fingers like that? And the image below is a geezer driving quite chuffed with his finger right up his hooter. Dirty boy.
This one made me chuckle. Topical. That's from this week now.
Oh yeah, okay, get it again because there's a bit on top of it. Yeah, so the caption is, we'll show you the picture. I got Phil Foden, so
haircut.
Our England player plays for Man City. I got Phil Foden, haircut, and now I'm drowning in the pussy. Let's show the picture. Come on. He looks a little bit like Guy Fieri. Do you know that guy from the old Food Channel? The American guy from Drive-Ins, Dines, and Drive-Ins, Dives, and the other one.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it says fanny magnet Terry with one of his many recent sexual conquests, right? But the thing is, this picture's been doctored because that's not really his hair.
So it looks like someone's put a bowl on top of his head.
And she does not look like, no. That's a fucking sport for you. There's only 2 that I got, but I just want to show you this picture, right? Have you seen the film Mask?
Is this Eric Stoltz?
Eric Stoltz and Cher.
Yeah.
And it's obviously famously about, true story, about Rocky Dennis.
Yeah.
Right? Now, thinking of Rocky Dennis, right? And I'm going to show you this picture now, right?
I just had a funny feeling you were going to show me that.
What, you knew it was going to be it?
I just had a funny feeling.
So who is it?
It's what's his name, isn't it? From
fucking Hucknall, isn't it?
Hucknall. Yeah, but I mean, don't he look like he's had some work done badly?
No, he looks like
he's got a big old slap head on that, hasn't
he? He looks like a cross between Rocky Dennis and an infected bollock.
Can you put your finger up my bum, see if I've got a lot of poo up there?
He's very pale, isn't he?
Well, he's a ginger, isn't he?
He's like a creature of the night.
The ginger of the night.
But yeah, that most certainly did tickle my fancy. I've got to say, hopefully it tickles a few viewers' fancies as well.
Jim Royal in England kit. Love it.
A pair of pants on his head.
Right, well, that'll do for that. Although, one more.
One more. Okay. Good old Cliff. You're not going on a summer holiday, even though you had to travel to. Look at him. Good old Sir Cliff Richard. He loves it, doesn't he? I love seeing his calendars come out every year. There's always one of them where he's got his top off and he's all bronzed up at him with his cheesy white smile. He's on like a surfboard or something.
Oh, there's another shot of him giving a bottle of milk to a black kid in Africa.
Why?
That's going to be cut. I've just got a couple of little stories, and I'm just going to read you the headlines. I can read you a little bit more, but I'm going to just read the headlines because this is on the Metro. So, ITV reporter shouts, "I'll fucking bang you out," after man interrupts his broadcast. Donald Trump's new doppelganger is singing Ice Cream Man from Pakistan. He's singing Ice Cream Man from Pakistan.
But he's got the old hand actions and everything, isn't he?
1 pound fish.
Come on, ladies, 1 pound fish. Come on, ladies, 1 pound fish.
I was just going to say, though, because we talk about films, don't we? We do like to talk about films.
Talk about films.
Now, I haven't seen any of the others of this franchise, but I watched the new Conjuring.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday. Fucking Godfather, Jesus.
Conjuring, I know.
You insult me on my daughter's wedding. I know.
You insult me on my Conjuring. You know, what are you doing to me with your demon?
I've only seen...
That's quite good.
I think of it nice. You're going to do it's the hand action. It's got a little bit of a lift.
I'll have a nice bowl of gabagoo. Gabagooli. Bring me the gabagoo. Anyway, I went down there, boom. I met my friend Johnny Dick Fingers and Tommy the Hat, Billy the Neck, and Charlie the Cunt. Yeah, all these people were there, and I said, "Whoa, baba bee, baba boo, ledley bee, ledley do."
And they loved it, didn't they?
They loved it.
That's it, yeah.
Hey, I fucking knew Frank Sinatra. Fuck you.
I'll be there in the morning. You can fucking try me, fatso.
I watched it, and I thought it's quite the dialogue in it is very cheddar.
Yeah,
but it is based on true stories. I don't know if all of them are, but the characters are based on two. Like a psychic and sort of like a Derek Accord.
What, dodgy as fuck?
Yeah, from the
fake.
Yeah, from the 70s and early 80s. But
what was that when he got caught out when he Derek Corey got caught out when he they tricked him. Yeah, it was it Czech? No, not Czech Faker. That's the one the missus likes. That's the singer. Anyway, they trick him. They basically they come up with this anagram. It kind of says something like he's faking it. And he's like, "Oh," and he actually says it, and they're like, "Fucking hell, mate, we've caught you out."
You go away! No, I won't go away. I will not go away. What?
You called me? Go!
No, I won't go away. Talk to me. Tell me who you are. Tell me who you are.
Bitch!
No, I'm not a bitch. Tell me.
Bitch!
No, I'm not. Tell me. I am not a bitch. Tell me.
Bitch!
And I'm not scared of you one bit.
Bitch!
I am not a bitch.
Bitch!
Sit down now!
Oh!
Sit down! Don't you dare!
So that's it for this one. We've greased up and farted. So until the next time, we'll catch you later. Kev's going to give you a little bit of waffle about our social media sites.
Find us on Facebook at Podculture V, the same on Twitter, and find us on Instagram at Podculture Vultures.
Yeah, and we're on all platforms. So if you are listening to us, please give us a little rating. That'd be awesome, as it helps us with a little bit of exposure. Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll catch you next time, motherfucker.
Bye.